Computer. Lights. Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. I'm noticing that both of these lights have now forgotten the face of their father. So, well, there's that. So, we'll do what we can here. I also am noticing that I have no audio, no music. I have audio, but I don't have music. I've got some weird stuff going on. We have some slowdown happening over here, and so the music is loading somewhere. All right. So we're going to work today on our beloved starship, our hero ship, because the maps are rough. These are rough maps on the starship's hull, and we've got to go through and kind of just clean them up, make them work a little bit better. Um, the mechanics of this model works just fine. So now everything works beautifully with the mechanics. The programming is settled. Everything is good. I just need to fix some important things. So, excuse me. And while we're at it, I'm gurgling up fluid because it's seasonal allergy weekend, and I don't know. Okay. So, working on pieces of this ship. Probably what I really ought to do, just to make this easier, is I'm going to take my Unity Corvette and make it 100%, and that's going to shrink everything not connected to it. Okay, let's put it back. Okay, so the next thing here. Okay, front wing. Gosh, the mazer ports have to go down too. So we're going to put the mazer ports on the forward hull because they belong on the forward hull. And we're going to take you and put you on the main hull, which is here. Okay, let's save this real quick while we're at it. Because now that we've changed everything, let's make sure we've saved it. Now let's take you and we're going to make you 100%. That should shrink everybody. Okay. This makes it easier. Daz likes to deal with things in a smaller format, and so um, it likes to deal with things at human size. So when we deal with the kittiwake, normally we're going to be dealing with her at her normal size. So I'm going to put her on the ground though, which is way down there. And why do we have a door that didn't shrink? Why do we have a door that's in a different location? Where is that door? It's in the right spot. What's the story with it? Hmm. That door doesn't seem to handle things very well. It's getting a weird kilter to things. Hang on real quick. Hello? This is he. I'm doing all right. What can I do for you? Awesome. I'm actually kind of glad because today has been a super packed day for me. So, um, excellent. We can move to next week. But I'm actually broadcasting right now. So, can I call you back like this afternoon? Yeah, go ahead and cancel it, and we'll move it to next week. It's not urgent. It's not urgent at all. So that's perfect. Thank you so much, and sorry. You too. Bye bye. I'm frozen on Facebook. Can you go over and see if I'm still frozen on Facebook, my friend? Because for a moment there, let me go see what's going on Facebook. Do 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 do. Oh no. While we're at it, looks like that Starfest is going to do its final convention this year. Let's see. I'm going to click the live button. I may regret this. I am totally frozen. Test. See, that comes up. That's funny. Hey, look. You can say something on Facebook. You just can't see it. Huh. Maybe I will reboot Facebook. Yeah, I'm completely locked up. Oh, hey, look, I'm unlocked. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. All right. Well, looks like we're rolling again. Ish. Huh. You know what's funny? Is talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself. I'm just saying. Oh, but this allows me to get to Twitch fast. I didn't realize I could do that. I don't think I've ever done this before. Okay, this is stupid funny. I don't know why I'm finding this so stupidly funny. I don't know. I don't think I can comment on here. Yeah, I can't comment on Twitter. That's interesting. Hmm. Who knew? Okay. I can talk here too. Well, it does look like I'm getting feed problems out on. Huh. Oh God, I'm so easily entertained. Right. I don't know. It's funny. I'm easily entertained, is what I am. However, I have learned how to control the streams from here. That's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty kick butt. All right. So, um, Let's see here. Alrighty. There's an evergreen location. Wow. Aurora. All right. I'm not 100% sure that I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, today is a funky day because you can see already I'm surrounded by only Autobots today. So both of my controlled lights are being kind of funky and weird. I don't know what's going on. So we've got system problems all over the place. Let's get back to work now that we have had all of that weird, who the heck knows what's going on? I don't think anybody knows what's going on. Why is this missile door screwed up? What's the story of this missile door? Oh, well. Okay. We're going to work on the kitty wake today and get her all squared away so that she is ready for show. That's our battle plan, because you can see already that we have she's missing a lot of things, so we're going to put her on the ground right there. So there we go. Okay, so Brent, you haven't seen the new model of the kitty wake. Here she is. All of the various doodly wops work, so there's that. So this is her. She even has good old 214 stuck to her butt right now, but I'm gonna redress that so it's not. So that's actually the kitty wakes shuttlecraft and not the transport shuttlecraft we just saw. So there we go. So, and if you're curious, the gear doors raise and close. And her flaps obviously lower, and the landing ramp lowers. So we've got a lot of flexibility as to what we've got going on here, um, and things like that. Also, the engine pods separate properly, although they haven't been rigged properly yet, but they will be at some point here. So, and then of course, as before, the the what's it says? No, whatever you're doing, stop it. Um, the gravity blades extend like they're supposed to. So we need to get the gravity blades mapped properly, and all of these little widgets need to be mapped correctly as well. So we're going to do that today. Um, because if we can get the kitty wake running and ready to go today, then we can start doing some of the comic, the rest of this guy. So, and having some viable pages ready is very useful. One of the things that we're going to probably do relatively soon here is actually open the gear again because we want to look at the gear doors. We want the gear open. So we're going to forward gear, lower it, and the after gear comes down, and the other after gear comes down. So, and the forward gear door. Where is that forward gear door? Make sure all the doors are open. All right. So there she is sitting on the ground like she's supposed to. All right, let's get some things done. So I've already brought up this, which is our pieces, parts, extras. I'm going to open up the original pieces, parts piece so we can take a look at it and make sure we know what all these pieces are because they are not totally clear. Um, so, alrighty, let's get in here. Let's get to work. We're going to only stay on this frame. So, all right. And I'm actually going to, for the sake of my sanity, write some of these things in, right? Because it's going to be important to know which ones are which. So we're going to come in here and we're just going to real quickly say, and all we're going to do right? Oof. It must be a rough day for everybody because if you're here, I noticed the Daz Studio complained that there's no internet connection while I was loaded here. So something is going down somewhere. Um, that's the after gear foot. Um, we have Wingtip Aerials, and that's this guy right here. I need to be in technical pin because this is gonna take me forever. Right. And this is a missile door. And this is a flap. So we're gonna do this. Also a missile door. Alrighty. Those are wings. That's the forward gear door. I have become your work practice thingy widget. Okay. And this is the gear foot. Nope. Okay, so the gear leg. Now you'll notice that on these, the gear legs are larger than, say, the rest of the ship, and that's because I figured people will be standing next to a landing gear, and you don't want pixelated landing gear in the background. So I made them larger so that you could get more detail into them. Okay, so this is starboard wing, and this is port wing. And the only way I can tell is this is a spot to hold the engine on. That's a nacelle strut. So it's open because it's on the underside of the engine. So the nacelle strut's in a sort of an underside holding pattern. That's this part right here. That's the nacelle strut. Okay, so this is a wingtip right through here. And again, we have a flap right here. And then a missile door. And then these are landing doors, or after landing bay doors, gear doors. We started on the song that repeats and 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 repeats. Okay. So this is the nacelle strut. I'm going to zoom in here. There we go. And I'm doing this while I still remember. This is the reason why you were saying we should start with illustration 2 today. And I'm like, but first, I put this on hold so that we could get out the door for the convention. And before I forget how I did this map, I want to finish it. Because otherwise I'll forget. And then I'll be like, I don't know what pieces these pieces are. They all belong to something. And I have no idea. People are messaging me. There is a lot of traffic going on today. All right. There we go. Today I'm going to go re-up at my company, my drive school. They need me to go in and they just need to, copy my driver's license and make sure that they've got my vaccination card on record and yada, 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 yada. So, okay, which is not a problem. Nacelle strut. Okay, so nacelle struts on both sides. We now know those. We now know the wings. this easy for myself. But okay. Okay, now that we've done that, that's hello, Luna. It does mean that something's working though if you're here. We've been having variable internet all day long. It's been both Brent and I are having all kinds of wonderful times with the internets. Um, it is a foldable airplane thing. You want to see it? Watch. Look at this. Isn't that cool? Here, let me close these for you. Look at that. That's the kitty wake. That's the ship in my comic. And she's now finally ready for me to start building comics out of. And so the way that computers work, I've got to paint this model. In order to do so, we have what this is, which is here's one wing, here's the front of all the pieces and the back pieces of the wing, here's the other wing, here's the landing gear, etc., etc., etc. And all of these are instructions that the program knows to wrap around aspects of the ship. And you'll notice that my kittywake's missing, bolt lines. She's got a lot of lines here in the main hull, and I've got some of the lines in the forward hull, but like the wing is missing any kind of indicators. Her tails are missing stuff. Um, if you look here at this guy, this is the shuttlecraft that I've been working on. See how he's well identified. He's got all of his numbers on him and everything like that, and markers and stripes and things like that. That's I'm laughing because you and Brent are on the same wavelength. Brent wants me to print one out because my problem is that as much fun as that would be, she's like a model kit. I mean, like I can control the flaps. See, I can control the flaps to make them go up or down. Um, both flaps kind of go up or down like so, and I can control the engine pods and make them go up or down. With this, so it's actually and then the extenders on the wing deploy, and I've got the landing ramp here. You can raise it and lower it, along with, of course, the landing gear, which can be raised and lowered, and the gear doors. Since this isn't, this is the gear doors can close on the landing gear. So yeah, Brent wants me to take it to where Brent just wants me to print it on my printer over here, and I'm going to. But I don't know whether I'm going to build a model about that. I might build a model this big, put little hinges in it so all the little things can open, and the flaps can go up and down, and all the doors open, and that'd be so much fun. Wouldn't that be so much fun? Yeah, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to build a model about yay big with her gear down, and then just print it with all of her gear down, and then just sit her on the table because she'd look so kick butt. She'd look so cool just sitting there, just being, And then I know, right? Pentagon will steal it. Well, if they can make engines that can go faster than light, that's their business. They can have my design. Today we're going to be working though on finishing painting her up because she needs to be painted up pretty good. But I like her with all of her gear down. She looks so cool. All the landing gear down and everything like that. So we're going to clean up the landing gears so that everything is nice and clean. Some other things like the mazer ports themselves need to be black. So we're going to go through and fix up the mazer ports so that they're clean. The engine pods need to be finished, and the tails need to be finished. So that's today's job. We're going to do that. But the first important thing was to get this extras sheet sort of, even if it's just the file. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, yeah. Make it a Patreon bonus? You bet. What I need to do is send it over to Brent and have him clean up the models so that it's nice for printing and ready for printing, because I fill it and all the things that I don't know. I don't know, Brent. Do you know what you're doing? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe none of us know what we're doing. Okay. So now that we've done this, I'm going to go in here and we can turn off the actual original. So this shows, with all the lines here, this shows the actual model itself, like where each triangle is on the model. But we don't need to do that for this. So we're going to turn that off at some point. But I want to check a few things. Like, I'm noticing these doors don't quite go all the way, but you know what? That actually kind of looks pretty kick butt right there. So not really opposed. But I think that's inside. So I don't think that helps us any. Texturing time. You know it. You know it, brother. You know it. So it's time for us to texture the maps. So I'm just going in here and I'm just going to texture up these maps, clean up the holes for first here, because that would look cool, but I don't think that's what we want. Now, what we need to figure out is which one's inside. I'm not sure anymore. That's what I was trying to figure out. So what we're going to do is this. And that'll tell us whether those are inside or not, because they'll either show up on the inside of the model or the outside of the model. So we're going to do that real quickly here. And then we're just going to save this as, and when we put it into this directory, we've already got kind of established extras things. So we're going to do extras 4. Excuse me. And then we'll go down here and we're just going to hit you real quick here. And I'm just going to surfaces Unity Seabird Corvette. We're just going to hit this gear door right here. All right, I'm going to say extras 4. And we're going to see where that landed us. Was that inside or outside? Okay, so if you look at there, you see where that went? So that's inside. So we now know that these are inside. We'll take this, do this, and we'll say inside, outside. There. Now we know which one's which. Yes, I did see the STL for the tricorder. I think that'd be awesome. I'm going to probably print it. So then I'm going to put that there. Boodoop? Hey, Brian's joining me. Or maybe he's joining me. I don't see stuff. I don't see his camera yet. When he joins me, he will join me. But right now, I don't see his camera. So I think he's having as many internet problems as we are. So yesterday, we were working on internal pieces too. Where are you, Brian? I can see you, but nothing's coming up. That's weird. Hope you can hear me, Brian, because I think you're pinging me to say bring me on. I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. Coolio. I'm going to say, hey, Brian, that's cool. If you can hear me, ping me when you just ping whenever you're up and running. He's saying he's fighting OBS, so he's going to try to OBS for us. Isn't that nice of him? So here we go. Bringing up. Ah, there he goes. Now he's running. Whoop. There's Brian.
I have given up on OBS.
I see. So we just have when Brian attacks, which is this one.
I'm not sure how you guys do OBS to do all the stuff it does, and yeah.
It's all good. Just rearrange you and you're good. OBS doesn't give me many fits. I think that we just need to like do a tutorial with Brian at some point in time here. So I am. Don't do that. Don't do that ever again, guy. Just use white.
So how are you doing?
So far, so good. It's been a rough internet day. Like for a while there, I was frozen on Facebook for a while, and it actually has been rough all along. It took nearly 20 minutes to bring all of my programs up this morning. No classes from Brent with OBS. So, I mean, like, I clicked on Daz 3D and went and got my coffee, went downstairs, made sure all the doors were locked and everything like that, because my family all left early this morning and they tend to forget to lock doors when they leave. So I went downstairs, locked all the doors, everything came back up, and it was still not even, it hadn't even brought up the title screen to say that it acknowledged. See you later, Luna. Thanks for joining us. So that's all right. Anyway, it's just been a rough morning. And then Brent's been saying he's been having problems with it too. And it's just been a rough morning.
Okay, well, good to know.
Yep. So I hope you have a better morning than us. That's all I'm saying.
We'll see. It's still early.
Yeah, right. Give us time. We can screw this up still.
I'll be right back. One moment.
See, you get on here and you leave. Damn it. Okay. So we now know that that's the inside and that works just fine. And we're just gussying this up so it looks like some kind of internal widget. You know what I mean? We want it to look like you intended to, like it's got something going on in here. So that when you're under her, looking up at the landing gear and the landing bay door, it looks like a landing bay door with things, So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just gussying it up a little and just kind of dressing it a little. Okay. Here's what we're going to do, though, about the landing gear itself. The door, I'm going to make the inside of the door look fine, but the gears themselves, we're going to do kind of this thing. I'm going to go on ahead and we're going to make it black.
And then we're going to paint a happy little tree.
Happy little tree. Is there water flowing over there?
Huh?
I don't know. I just hear a hissing noise like water.
You're probably hearing my fan that's keeping one of my computers cool.
I see. All right. Yep. So somebody had once said that I was like Bob Ross sometimes. on here. I thought that was cute. So, but I also know that a lot of people watch these to see what we're doing. So I feel kind of compelled to narrate what I'm doing because I know that that's what a lot of people are. They're on here to hear us talking to one another or hear us talking about what we're doing or stuff like that. Happy little accidents.
So, how'd you feel about the con this weekend?
It wasn't bad. I made decent money. Considering, it's not the best I've ever made. Ironically, the best I ever did was at Hexacon, where I killed, and that was because I was doing those characters live, so made character sheets. But I don't think I'll ever kill like that again because I had something nobody else had, and by the next time, yeah, Brian ended up taking over 5 tables, 750 tables. It was funny.
Well, not 5 tables, but God, the 2
You had
tables they
2.
gave they gave me 2 tables, and it's like I don't even have enough stuff for 2 tables.
It was very funny. All right, so what we're doing here is we're giving these struts sort of structure like this, which makes it look like it's got kind of things going on like so. And all I'm doing is just adding a certain amount of like control to it that makes it look like it's got kind of a feel to it that's got widgets and things like that and struts and kind of that kind of stuff going for it. The major reason for this is, hey George, what's up, dude? How you doing? If you come up here, I'll scritch you.
The scritches aren't a lie; they'll come off.
Yeah, I will scritch you. I promise. But if you sit down there like a goober, I'm not going to. So here, here are the things I've learned from the convention. One, I should be in Starfleet uniform for convention. Either in Starfleet uniform or dressed for Macross. But uh, my target audience is most definitely Macross, Star Trek stuff, and people would stop to talk to me if I was in a Starfleet uniform. So I think from now on, when I'm at conventions, I'm going to wear a Starfleet uniform when I table.
Okay.
Unless it's something like NDK where I'm expected to, be anime, at which time I will wear a Macross uniform.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, most of my sales came from Trekkies. I pretty much sold things almost exclusively to that Star Trek, the starship that was there, the folks at the starship.
Yeah, I still can't figure out what my audience is.
Right. Well, and I keep thinking about this. If you think about the way you do things as a artist, oh, I need to get closer. We do things. We draw what we love. And of course, I love Star Trek. I know you guys are shocked. I tell you, shocked. But we draw what we love, and we really should pander to that audience. There are a ton of Trekkies out there. It's not a bad audience to be pandering to.
You know what really shocked me was I was expecting to get way more kids going, "Oh my God, look at the dinosaur!" And
Yeah,
it didn't happen. I was actually really surprised by that. I guess
mm,
dinosaurs are out of style right now.
you know what your problem is? Your
Huh?
dinosaurs are out of style.
It's so true.
It's so true. God, the dinosaurs have gone the way of the dinosaur. Damn it. But I mean, now I'm thinking about it. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I have Starfleet uniforms. I can just keep wearing Starfleet uniforms every year. Except this is the last year of Starfest. They just announced it like
Really?
2 or 3 minutes or 10 minutes ago. That's my home con. I don't know what to do. I'm sad. I'm like, wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But I saw Kathy at Wicked West, and yeah, I mean, Kathy's been running that con since time immemorial. So, I mean, I don't blame her. I'm surprised she carried on this long, you know? But still, it makes me sad. That's my home con. And kind of wanted to table there again. I tabled 1 year, but didn't think about it the way now I'm like, well, although I guess competing at Starfest is probably not one of the best ideas. So
Yeah, I still
anyway,
haven't figured out what I want to do for other cons this year.
I was so sure you're gonna say what I want to do when I grow up, because I haven't figured out what I want to do when I grow up either.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a
I'm a
Toys
Toys
R
R
Us
Us
kid.
kid. Yep. Guess what generation we grew up in? Okay, so this strut goes here, foot to here.
Yeah, so the my booth neighbor across from me, who is
Mm-hmm.
also named Brian, uh, I gave him my info, and I was telling him, with Clip Studio, because it sounds like you're drawing your lines in and then converting them to blue in another program. He goes, yeah. I said, you can do that right in Clip Studio.
Yeah.
So he shot me and he's like, how do I do this? So I grabbed a screenshot of Clip Studio. I'm like right here and I circled. It's like, use this.
Put tread on the foot so that when she's airborne and landing, she's got these huge treads that are kind of threatening to land on you and squish you.
Are you doing those in 28 millimeter, Brett?
What are we doing in 28 millimeter? No, 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 no. He's printing full size, 1-to-1.
Oh, Lord.
He's already
That's
got an
going to take him a
astromech.
while.
He's already got the start of an astromech going for him, which is so cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. He's going to bring it probably to IndieK. Which, okay, you know what? It probably not like exactly what IndieK needs, but yeah, I'm all right. I'm okay
Come,
with it. It's gonna be cool. I give permission as a director. Screw it. I will
come
wield
on.
my useless power as a director.
I don't care if you're an anime fan or not, or if it's an anime exclusive.
Astromechs
If
kick
somebody
butt,
walks in with a full scale astromech,
right?
no one's gonna say anything
Nobody's
because
gonna say
everybody,
anything.
even the directors, are gonna be like, "Dude, that
Damn.
sucks. That is awesome."
They totally are.
They're not
I
gonna
know that
go,
at
"No,
least
get the heck out of
three
here.
of
We can't
us,
allow that here."
right? At least three of us directors, and there are only 9 directors. This is 1/3 of the directors would be like gaga over the thing. So he's fine. He's safe.
Even the other
Nobody's gonna
two,
naysay him.
even if they hated Star Wars, they would look at that and go, "Yeah, bring
Dang
it
it.
in."
Yeah, right. Damn. That's what Kevin's doing is he wants to build G33K. It's the Geek Tank droid. It's gonna be black and green. G33K. Belongs to Geek Tank. Well, it doesn't belong to Geek Tank, it'll belong to him. But yeah, he's all about that. He thinks it's gonna be cool. And I think it'll be awesome as well. He just needs to get his printer running. He got his shingle shot yesterday. Ooh, he was shivering all night long. It was horrible. I'm gonna have
So
to get
now
my
he's
shingle
made of
shot.
roofing material.
Yep, now he's made of roofing materials. Now he's had roofies. Oh, see? Now it okay, so here's the thing. Here's my secret cosplay desire.
Oh
I
no.
secretly, I know, right? It already sounds bad. I secretly really, really badly want to figure out how to make a cosplay of Bumblebee. So I can be Bumblebee. Like the original toy Bumblebee. So because I figure I'm rotund, I have sort of it sort of sticks out here, which would be fine because it'd be inside the cabin of the VW Bug, right? So you wouldn't see it. It'd be so cool, right? Bumblebee already sticks out, right? So it'd be
So
inside the cabin.
then,
It'd be beautiful.
and, and then you can't get accused of fat cosplay. Oh, oh my God.
I go to extraordinary lengths to be weird. I'm just saying. But Bumblebee, yeah. Well, not only that, Bumblebee is kick butt. But I've been thinking about it and like we could do all kinds of cool stuff with it. I think it'd be awesome.
I wouldn't worry about a sci-fi type show. I think if you went to anybody, you'd have them geeking all over. You could even go to a freaking gaming convention and you would
Oh yeah.
have instant nerds all over salivating, licking the droids.
Well, that might be a problem. All right.
just make one of K9 from Doctor Who, and you'd be set.
Canine would be awesome too, especially since I think you can easily find the sound bites for it. So I can go doctor. I've seen canines before. I saw canines back in the 90s. People keep whipping me. I need to change my soundbite. So today is First Contact Day. Happy First Contact Day.
Happy First Contact Day? Question mark.
Yep. Happy First Contact Day. You can just, nod and pretend like you understand. Trekkies are being Trekkies, and that's the way it goes. Nothing new here. So we're going to go see First Contact at the Alamo, which is cool because they're showing it today, which I think is way awesome. That's the nerd level that you love. 61 years early. Yeah, he's not wrong. So, but the thing I love about the Alamo is that they routinely do stuff like this where they're like, they'll come up with, like in this instance, they're playing First Contact today. For those of you who are not familiar with Star Trek lore, First Contact occurred on April 5th, 2063. Oh, damn it. You know what? I don't know if I care. Yeah, 41 years early. That's all right. Really?
Yep.
This is the way it's going to be.
Yep. That's your life now.
This is my life now. This is my life now. It's time to take a 2-minute break. Really? All I managed to do is get the landing gear strut. And already we're at break time. Try to be a cool looking landing gear strut. Really, 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 really. Nope. So anyway.
So yeah, and so one of the things I got, one of the feedbacks I got from the con, which I'm still trying to process, is that apparently I need to hand letter my stuff because apparently it looks a lot better than any font. I'm not necessarily certain if that's true because I hate
I
my handwriting.
I have. Well, you get a letterer then. I mean, that's why we have letterers.
No,
Um,
they were saying specifically my handwriting.
no, 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 no. They
Like,
won't. They didn't mean that. um, I mean, I guess they could have meant that, but if your handwriting sucks, then no, you don't want to. You don't want to hand letter it. However, there's a different. I have a different option for you, which is no, this isn't working like I want it to. See you when you go home. Um, one of the other things you can do is um, make a font of your handwriting, which is what I did. So I took my handwriting and, or I have a, well, I took a font creator program and made, it has a, write an A, write a B, write a C, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And the first thing I did was look at comic fonts to make sure that, I was in the right sort of concept here. Jeez Louise, he's being a pest. Um, and then when I did that, I looked at normal fonts because there is a style to the way that you do fonts. For example, the initial I has to have bars, but any internal I's do not. So don't put any, crossbars on. So I like would be two different I's. And all of the letters are all caps all the time. So there's no lowercase. And they all have to be above. There's no descenders on them. Gesundheit.
oh, excuse me.
Gesundheit then. So no descenders, all caps, and make sure that you put bars on the I for the capital I, but not bars in the I for the lowercase I.
Oh, so I shouldn't have like 6 bars for the middle eye.
No, you need 7 bars.
7
Seven,
bar. Okay,
and no
seven.
less
Seven.
than 7.
7. There we go.
Yeah. Um,
It just looks like it's going really fast right now.
right.
It's
And the eyes are going really fast. The eyes have it. Okay. So yeah, things like that. There's a certain, actually, blambot.com, which has a lot of fonts, useful. Also has sort of a guide as to what you should and should not do with fonts. So that's
you know
useful. Yep,
people are
all
gonna.
caps says Ghost Hand, telling us to. But yeah, all of our comic books are always done that way. So
People are gonna read this comic and wonder if I just have this strange fear of birds.
yeah,
There are a lot of birds in this.
right. All right, birds. Birds aren't real. Yes. Have you been
Birds
reading that
don't.
on Reddit? Somewhere somebody declared that birds weren't real, and whoa, um, so now that's become a thing on Reddit. I think it's funny. Around here, like so.
I mean, look at this thing. This bird right here looks like you don't want to mess with it in a dark alley.
Right? It's already mad at you.
Yeah,
Eagles will look like that too. Oh, I actually saw a bald eagle a couple of days ago flying around here in Arvada, of all places.
yeah. We've seen them up here quite frequently.
Well, I see a lot of red-tailed hawks and things like that. I don't usually see bald eagles. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was after. I mean, because they're carrion eaters, so it makes me kind of go, well. I don't know. Just cleaning up the mesh a little here. So you're saying a cassowary. Now I got to look up cassowary because you know that all of our um, New Guinea. Huh.
Well, I mean, look at was it Grape Coon? It fell in love with an anime cardboard character.
A shoebill. Wow. I don't know. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, shoebills are nasty birds.
Yeah, shoebills
Like,
can be pretty serious. They got an attitude issue.
um, but yeah, it was a penguin named Grape Coon. He fell in love with a an anime cardboard cutout.
Not even sure how to exactly handle that. So there's that, you know.
Well, so it was a zoo in Japan, and they were doing a cross promotion with a anime that had um, animals
Birds and
as
yeah,
characters,
makes
and
some sense.
so they put the female penguin character from the anime into the penguin pen, and Grape Coon fell in love with the cardboard cutout.
Yeah. So it became his waifu. Love, love story for the ages.
Love is in the air, everywhere you look around.
Yep. All right. I feel like this is up at the top part of this structure, so probably want to do actual plates up here because I think this is
I don't know why I'm trying to
part of
give him mutton chops.
because you have issues, lots of issues.
I'm not trying to make Guyver here.
Guyver has issues, lots of issues. Okay. Because this is the front plate right here. So we want to make sure that it acts like a normal human weird thing. Okay. I feel like we're going the wrong direction. I feel like I flipped it. And I think I did. No, because this should be you. This should be you. Yes, no? One, two, three. Wait, maybe I've got it upside down. One, two, three. The hell was I doing? Doesn't even know what you're. You don't even know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Okay. We'll clean this up though, so that doesn't, because this is going to screw with everything if it's not. I guess I don't really care whether that works or not, but I do care if this works. I care if this works too. I think I may have done this upside down, which is fine. It won't matter. I mean, it will matter, but not a whole lot. The sides are the ones that you really want to make sure look correct. So yeah, that way it's got sort of a white fill a little bit there, so I can kind of, yeah. All right, this is the inside. So the inside, we're going to just, no, we're going to be, wait. I get to do the first one. I was on the wrong layer.
Oh,
I was on the wrong layer there, folks. So that's the first one for the show. On the
for
wrong layer
today.
for today. And let's say, just wait for it. Okay. There we go. Gear door kind of going in. So I do have them. The Jessine can't actually live in our air pressure. So they have little mechs that they fly around in. Either that or they're holographic, one of the two. So they can choose either one. But once the see you later, Ghost Hand. Good to see you on the show. Once the ship goes into in space, all the holograms shut down. So in order for the Jacine to still have mobility around the ship, they have to be in spacesuits. There is a section on B deck which has a pressurized chamber for them to live because Jacine aren't that big, and they're only about yay big. So they don't need a lot. They don't need as much space as we do. They don't need about 2 square meters. Um, we actually need something more like 4 square meters. So they don't need that much, which is fine. We're going to make sure we're not on TNR. So the answer to your question is yes, it is totally a thing. Only in Japanese mode. We're in Japanese mode. So anyway, the answer is yes, most definitely there are. Okay, and this may be upside down, or it may not. We don't know. Nobody knows. We'll see. Like, where's the foot of this? On the other side, so it is upside down. Okay, let's do this. You got it, Chief. Sure, that's centered on the foot. What are you doing? You're weird. What were you doing? I know you were under there. What were you doing? Come up here. I'll scratch you if you come up here. I keep saying that. All right. I'm going to go on ahead and take a look at this forward gear piece. So we'll save as extras 05. I do the complicated things first because they're complicated. I don't want to mess with them. Going the wrong direction. There we go. So let's go ahead and go into surfaces and you and diffuse and we'll load 5, open. There we go. And look, the number is correct.
Yay!
There we go. And that looks kind of kick butt on the strut too. Look at that. That looks really neat, actually. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Even up close, it's going to look cool. So if the characters are standing next to the landing strut, it'll be fine. So have you seen my Kitty Wake, the entire ship? Because she
I
actually
have
does.
not.
She's so cool now. Here, let me show you. So here's the ship as she in the 3D model.
Nice.
And we're just painting her in now and coloring all the pieces, but even you can even see the little shuttlecraft that lives in the butt here. And she's already folded up and ready for flight. And that actually comes out and everything like that. But the cool part is the model is capable of doing things like I can move the flaps now. You see, I've got the flaps moving there and stuff. So, and all the doors open correctly, and the engines open correctly, and the landing ramps are correct, and all kinds of stuff. So, she does all the things. Now I just have to make her pretty, which is easy. That's the easy but time consuming job. But I've spent a couple of weeks programming her. But since she's the hero ship, it's totally okay. So, okay. That looks pretty decent. Let's look under here and make sure that those doors aren't set yet. And these doors look fine. Cool. I think before the next con, I'm going to want some of these guys just sitting out on the table.
You should do a 3D print of the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with her gear down. That's what we were just talking about before you got here. We'll print her with the gear down and then just sit her on the table, just sitting there looking cool.
Yeah. If you put a peg into the back of it, then you can have the shuttlecraft removable, so you could have
Mm-hmm.
that sitting on the table, and then actually clip it into the other ship.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. In order to make that shuttlecraft, though, anything usable, other than about yay big, you know, if I were to make her about yay big, then that makes the kitty wake about pretty long. It makes her pretty, you know. So
Yeah,
she'd still be huge to make that a clip inable thing.
but she's gonna have to be that big anyways.
To really make an effect on people, yeah.
Yeah,
But putting her out on the table would be kick butt. Everybody would be like, "What the heck is that?" You know. Because I'm actually pretty proud of her. She's pretty cute. I think she's a good looking ship. Of course, I would always think she was. She's my pro or my hero ship, so that would make some sense, you know. She's my hero warship. He's like the no.
no, I'm not giving you that. No.
No.
Not giving you that. No. I don't even think Pepper would give you that one.
I'll give you the STL files, I promise. Undo. He's like, nope, not gonna happen. Not on my watch. All right. Righty tighty. Do this. And then this. All right. I don't know what people are doing outside again. People are doing things again. All right. So this is the line we want to go to there. All right. And that gives us that.
Line in the sand.
And then we want door covers for you, which I think is you and you and you and you. And I feel like I just decided that all of these internals are just going to be black. Bork, bork, and
Bork, bork, bork.
not bork. Mini bork. Bork and bork. And it's just going to make these internal bays black, like so. And then you can just know that there are things there. I don't know. And the forward torpedo bays are here. So, because torpedoes go sideways in these bays. Actually, what I should do is build the torpedoes like so on a different layer. And that way I can load them in as I see fit. And they need to move in the way of travel. So we need to decide which way is the way of travel. By the way of the flaps. So we tell the way of travel. So we'll align them with these flaps. Okay, so that's going to give us one here. One here. One here.
So I was looking up Denver as a convention for me to go to,
Uh-huh.
and they closed for this year's convention. They closed the tables to get a table for it in June of 21. Like, it was really weird when I went looking at it.
That is really strange.
Like, okay then, well, I guess I'm not going to Denver this year.
I guess not. Really strange. Why would they do that? Well, I mean, I guess they have their reasons.
Probably.
Okay.
Also, too, it sounds like they're doing very, like they didn't have a lot of table space the year I went,
Mm-hmm.
which didn't make any sense. Like they had this gigantic room, and they had all of the vendors and artist alley tables packed into half the room in one little circle area.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was very bizarre. And it's like you would think you would try to fill that room up.
Yeah, you would. That would be my thought too. Oh, really? This is my life now. My kid does that all the time.
This is your life now.
This is my life. That's so funny. Him and his super dramatic. Everything is super dramatic.
Well, he's hit that age of everything being super dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You got it. All right. Let's take you and bring you down about 50% so I can see where these are coming out. So these are the, no, not you, undo. You. No, not you. Undo. Where did you do this? Here? Here. Okay. Damn it.
Guy, put it up.
Uh-oh. Oh, noes. Oh, noes. Oh, poor Brian. How bad was it?
Well, it was only one frame, but still.
Is it on a new layer or is it? Oh, my goodness.
It's on my
Blue line
frame
layer?
layer.
Oh.
No, not my blue line, my frame layer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It just didn't duplicate the layer. That's all. That's fine.
Okay.
So these are torpedo tubes on the sides there. So when we get to the point where we are loading those things with torpedoes, they load in from a torpedo launcher on the front and they roll the torpedoes into these racks right here where they're fired forward from the wings. There are 8 torpedo launchers. I can fire 8 torpedoes at a time. She's a torpedo boat. And then the missiles sit in racks behind it through here. It's kind of hard to see. I'll make it in a second. So we'll just flatten these layers up. That's like fattening the layers up, except different.
And then occasionally a ensign gets launched out of the torpedo tubes.
It's been known to happen. Poor ensign. It's Ensign Bob every stinking time, too.
It just becomes
Always.
a running gag. You know, you go fire the torpedoes, and you see seven torpedoes fire, and just a little dude floating off in the distance.
Me. Yep. Funerals would be, of course, handled through here too on the torpedo rooms. Except that they aren't. That's a very Star Trek thing to do, but it's not really what they would do. They would just open an airlock off the quarterdeck and pretty much just eject them out from the quarterdeck.
Unceremoniously, just
Well, the quarterdeck is where all the ceremonies happen, so it would be very ceremoniously.
zorp.
The thing is that it's going to take some effort to load these tubes, so they're going to not necessarily just go into battle and throw torps everywhere. Not one of the ideal things, because it takes a lot of effort to get these tubes loaded. Not only that, they need to be launched in pairs, because if you don't launch them in pairs, then you unbalance the spacecraft.
Which, would that be a big deal in space?
Yeah, I mean, if you are aiming forward, it's Newton's law, right? So as soon as the missile launches out of one tube, it's going to push she's going to she'll twist. Uh-oh, some of my connections are having issues. Some of my issues are having issues.
Yeah, you've gone robotic on my end.
You won't ever really know if I'm truly robotic or not, because I do that crap. I think they're out tearing anyway. I feel like that's going on outside. They've been system for a while. Oh, well, it looks like I may have actually dropped a connection to us. So here I am, beedly booping. I am all robotic.
He's biddly booping without a license.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, 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 domo. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo, 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 domo. Domo arigato.
So, did you get your connections figured out, or are they still?
I don't know. Looks like I'm in yellow
beedly
now.
booping?
I seem like I'm in more yellow than I was before, so things must be getting better.
Hey, I like muting myself.
Yeah.
There we go.
Do you feel unmuted now?
Yeah, well, I can hear you now, which is good.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe. One can argue. Damn it. Fine. All right. But to what end would be our argument? All right. I, man, I'm still having problems with things. Looks like. Nope. Okay, so the after section here is probes, and this is where probes are launched. Specialized hardware, drones, flight drones, things like that come out of this back section. The middle section is for missiles. And the internet is for porn.
Oh, you think the net was born?
Played that for my son the other day. That was very funny. It was funnier to watch my wife than it was my son. My son was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they made a song like this." Totally did.
And it's not wrong.
It's not wrong. Okay. Right. Now we need launcher pods. Which is a new layer. I'll hold shift. So dang it. The thing that really I miss about Photoshop is the ability to line stuff up very nicely without a lot of hassle.
Yeah, there's a couple things I miss from Photoshop. I mean, I wouldn't want to go back to it by any stretch of the imagination, but it's like I really wish this feature was in here.
Mm-hmm. I burned through a lot of layers just trying to get circles to center correctly. One can argue, but what to what end?
What has science done?
That was a noise.
Yeah, that was a car going by.
Fascinating.
I had the other day a 18 wheeler went by, and everybody on my phone was like, "What the hell was that?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "An 18 wheeler?" It's like, was he trying to achieve liftoff? I'm like,
See you
probably.
tomorrow, my friend. Bye-bye. Take it easy.
See ya, Brent.
Yep. There we go. 4 missile launchers to the aft. Those are for drones and the like. Specialized ports. come out here.
I don't understand how these artists can create these over elaborate costumes for their characters and not want to shoot themselves by the time that the series is done.
I He's going back the other direction now. Because I like Macross missiles. That's really what it boils down to.
Is there any other answer?
Right? Exactly. There we go. Wow. That's a lot of missile tubes. Technically, if you're having if your battle setup, you can set those last tubes to be missiles as well. So that's 4 torpedoes forward, 36 missiles aft, with four drone specialized probes, things like that. Not the place you want to be whenever you're like on the wrong side of one of these ships. Missile firing control. It says network connection 1010. That means we're getting good
Not
network.
1010.
Right?
Anything about that? Lord, no.
It does make me worry.
Now you're going to become a commercial for a annoying phone company.
It's always been true. Secretly, I've always been a commercial for an annoying phone company.
Oh my god, I hate it. I hate these eyes.
They hate you too. I know. They told me,
Well, I mean, that's no secret.
right? Yep. Jessine wiring. All right. I'm very rarely going to have this door open, so you're not going to actually see the missiles sitting in here, but, like sitting on deck right now, because she's sitting on the normal flight deck, so her door might be open with no missiles in there.
She's out there flapping in the breeze. I think I just created every 10-year-old's freaking anime OC magical girl character
Right?
ever been drawn in one drawing, and I hate it so much.
Okay, time for the big guns. RC thrusters, always important, especially at the wingtips. That's critical. All right. You're back
from outer space.
We are almost out of time. Yeah, I know. We're almost over. I got to be at a job thing in about 45 minutes, which is why I'm wearing a collared shirt. So there's that. I am curious, though, what this looks like. So I'm going to save as and call this extras 6. And take a look real quick at this wing. The door's closed. Aww. Just noticed that the wingtip covers cover the RC thrusters, so I may want to do something about that. Move them in or something. They don't cover the bottom of the RC thruster. They should, though. I just need to move them in. That's fine. Okay, and the forward torpedo tubes do look like they line straight up with, I hate you.
Huh?
And there we go. Open the doors, which don't open correctly, but they will someday. And you can see into the tubes and the launchers. Successful. Okay. Yeah. That's not what I expected, but okay. There are actually internals inside there. There are internal doors, walls somewhere. We'll find those. Today? No. So, I'm going to be wearing, for tonight's show, this shirt.
Tonight's show?
Yeah, because I'm going to be going to First Contact tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I'm going to wear the shirt that says, "Never forget Wolf 359," which is appropriate at Star Trek First Contact since it's all about Picard freaking out about Wolf 359. So, bulkheads. Yep, bulk.
And what's with 359?
It's hard to think that you and I are friends, Brian. Wolf 359 was the last stand of the Borg, or was the last stand of the Federation when the Borg attacked in Best of Both Worlds, Part 1 and 2.
Okay.
So, okay, so those torpedo tubes there don't look bad, but they don't look awesome. I think I want to maybe cut them here so that there's more of a circle, and then not so much this top part there. So I may go back and do that. You don't know either. Anyway, so that's that. It does look like you can see the torpedo loading racks inside there, which means that when I load torpedoes in there, it'll be fine. So awesome. Most of the time, 99% of the time when we deal with this model, she's going to have those doors closed and it won't be a problem. Hey, you. For the last minute of the show, comes in to visit. It's actually okay. Oh yeah. George says, I'm a cat. I get scritches. I get lots of scritches because I'm a cat.
I'm a cat.
Tummy scritches. Oh yeah, tummy scritches. George is into this. Oh yeah, what a cat. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Brian, I'm gonna get going. I gotta head in and go get lunch and then go to this meeting where I'm getting onboarded back to my school.
Okay, well, you have fun with that.
I will. It says clear from broadcast. All my lights just changed. So I will talk to you later. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you on the flip side.
See ya.
And everybody else, thanks for joining me. I know we had Luna here for a little bit. We had Ghost Hand here for a little bit. And we've got Brent here now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time or same cat. Yeah, same cat time. There you go. Same cat time, same cat channel. Until then, keep your eyes on the stars. Computer, good night.